chosen one. I need you to do something for me right now. Close everything else. Turn off the distractions. Because what I am about to reveal to you is not casual content you can listen to while doing something else. This requires your complete attention, your total presence, because I discovered something about you that left me speechless. Something that explains why you have been attacked so intensely, why certain people have betrayed you for no apparent reason, why life has been so inexplicably difficult for you compared to others, and why, despite all of that, something inside you absolutely refuses to give up. You carry something, a gift, but not just any gift. A gift so rare, so powerful, so absolutely unique that it has a value I cannot even express in human terms. We are talking about trillions, not millions, not billions, trillions. And here is what left me frozen while preparing this message. The devil knows. He has known about your gift since before you were born, and he has been trying to buy it your entire life. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on all notifications, because what I am going to reveal about this forbidden gift, why it has incalculable value, and the specific offers the enemy has been making you without you realizing, will permanently change how you understand every temptation, every shortcut, and every suspiciously convenient offer that has appeared in your path. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you exactly what your gift is, why the devil cannot steal it and can only try to buy it, and how you have been rejecting his offers. Without even knowing you were in a negotiation, write 777 in the comments. If you felt that something inside you is worth more than what the world has offered you so far, let me take you to a place that few understand. There is a spiritual economy that operates parallel to the physical economy. In this economy, gifts of the soul have assigned values, not arbitrary values, values based on rarity, on potential impact, on capacity for transformation. Most people never think about this. They live their lives without realizing they carry internal treasures that surpass any material wealth. But spiritual entities know this perfectly, especially those that operate in darkness. They can see what humans cannot see. They can perceive the value of a soul. They can measure the potential of a gift, and when they detect something extraordinarily valuable, they activate specific protocols to acquire it. You activated one of those protocols, not recently, since you arrived in this world. Because what you carry inside you is something the kingdom of darkness has been desperately seeking, not to destroy it. That would be easy to understand. To buy it, to acquire it, to have you voluntarily surrender it in exchange for something that seems valuable but isn't. This is important for you to understand. The enemy of your soul operates under rules he cannot violate. One of those rules is free will. He cannot take what is yours without your consent. He cannot steal your gift. He cannot snatch it from you by force. He can only do one thing: offer you something in exchange. Convince you to surrender it voluntarily. Make the exchange seem favorable to you when in reality you are losing infinitely more than you gain. This has been happening in your life more than you imagine. Every time you have been offered a shortcut that compromised your integrity, it was a purchase offer. Every time an opportunity appeared that required you to betray your values, it was a purchase offer. Every time the easy path presented itself, just when the right path became difficult, it was a purchase offer. The devil has been negotiating with you, and you, without knowing it, have been rejecting his offers, one after another, year after year, and that has him absolutely frustrated, because your gift remains intact. It remains in your possession. It keeps growing in value, while he still cannot acquire it. Now let me explain exactly what this gift is that you carry. It is not something you learned. It is not a skill you developed. It is something that came integrated into your soul from the moment of your creation. Your forbidden gift is the ability to remain pure in corrupt environments. Let me explain why this is worth trillions. In the spiritual world, purity is the most valuable currency that exists. I am not talking about perfection. I am not talking about never making mistakes. I am talking about something much deeper. I am talking about that part of you that, no matter what you have been through, no matter the mistakes you have made, no matter the falls you have had, remains fundamentally intact. That part that refuses to become completely corrupted. That part that, after every stumble, seeks to rise. That part that feels discomfort when in dark environments because it simply doesn't belong there. This is extraordinarily rare. Most people, when repeatedly exposed to darkness, eventually adapt to it. They become part of it. They stop feeling the discomfort. They normalize what should be unacceptable, but not you. You have been exposed to things that should have corrupted you. You have passed through environments that should have transformed you into something dark. You have faced temptations that should have eroded your essence, and something inside you simply refused. This is your forbidden gift. It is forbidden because the world system doesn't want it to exist. Darkness needs everyone to eventually become corrupted. It needs purity to be gradually eliminated. It needs every soul to eventually give in and join the low frequency. But you are an anomaly. An error in the corruption matrix. Someone who should have fallen long ago, but remains inexplicably standing. This has incalculable value because every person who maintains their purity in a corrupt world becomes a point of light that illuminates others, becomes living evidence that it is possible not to give in, becomes embodied hope for those who thought corruption was inevitable. Your simple existence, your simple persistence in remaining who you really are, has the power to transform realities, to awaken others, to remind them that they too can resist. This is what is worth trillions, not because of what you can do, because of what you are, because of what you represent, because of the possibility you demonstrate with. Every day you refuse to become what the world wants you to be. Now let me show you the specific offers the enemy has been making you, because when you understand his tactics, you can recognize them more easily in the future. The first offer is called the immediate relief offer. This offer appears when you are at your lowest point, when the pain is intense, when the pressure is unbearable, when you feel you cannot take another day. At that exact moment, an exit appears, but that exit has a price. It requires you to compromise something of your essence, to accept something that goes against your values, to take a shortcut that moves you away from who you really are. The offer says, I can take away this pain right now. You just need to do this. And what you need to do always involves surrendering a part of your gift. Your integrity, your authenticity, your purity. Think about the times this has happened in your life. Moments of desperation where a solution appeared that seemed too good. An opportunity that would solve everything. A person offering exactly what you needed, but something didn't feel right. Something inside you doubted even though your logical mind couldn't find reasons to doubt. And eventually, that offer revealed its true nature. It turned out to be something different from what it promised. It had hidden costs. It would have required sacrifices that weren't worth it. Those moments were purchase offers, and your instinctive rejection was your gift protecting you. The second offer is called the belonging offer. This one is particularly effective with chosen ones, because chosen ones frequently feel alone, misunderstood, like they don't belong anywhere, and that loneliness hurts. That feeling of being different, of not fitting in, of being perpetually on the outside looking in, is exhausting. Then the offer appears, a group that accepts you. People who seem to understand you, a place where you could finally belong. But to belong, you need to adapt. You need to change certain things about yourself. You need to abandon certain values that make you different. You need to dim certain parts of your light so you don't make others uncomfortable. This is a purchase offer disguised as community. The entry price is a portion of your authenticity. And once you start paying, the debt only grows. Think about the times you have been asked to be less yourself to be accepted, to hide your light so you don't stand out, to silence your truth so you don't make others uncomfortable, to abandon your path to follow that of others. Those were purchase offers. And here is what is beautiful. You rejected them. Maybe not consciously, maybe you didn't know you were in a spiritual negotiation. But something inside you simply couldn't do it. Something inside you preferred the loneliness of being authentic to the false company of being someone you are not. That something is your gift operating, protecting you, keeping you whole, even when you yourself didn't understand why you couldn't just give in like everyone else. The third offer is called the recognition offer. This one is especially tempting for chosen ones who have been ignored, belittled, or made invisible. After years of not being seen for who you really are, after having your value constantly questioned, after giving so much and receiving so little recognition, someone or something appears that finally sees your greatness, that finally recognizes your value, that finally offers you the recognition you have deserved your whole life. But there is a condition. To receive that recognition, you need to use it in a certain way. You need to direct your gift toward purposes that aren't really yours. You need to shine, but under terms that someone else establishes. This is the most subtle offer because it doesn't seem bad. It seems like finally receiving what you deserve. But the price is your autonomy, your freedom to use your gift as your soul knows it should be used. For those who want to go deeper into how to protect their gift from these offers, there is exclusive material in the description and pinned comment that costs less than a pizza and comes with a complete audiobook, plus a 5-minute meditation guide as a bonus. Now, let me explain why the devil cannot simply steal your gift, because this is the part that changes everything. Free will is a universal law that not even the enemy can violate. It was established from the beginning of creation, and although he hates this law with every fiber of his fallen being, he cannot evade it. Your gift was given to you. It is yours. It belongs to you by divine right, and only you can decide what to do with it. No one can take it from you without your consent. No one can snatch it against your will. No one can force you to surrender it. That is why the enemy is limited to persuasion tactics, to offers, to temptations, to making the exchange seem favorable. But the final decision is always, always, always yours. And this infuriates him, because he has been throwing his best offers at you for years. He has used moments of weakness. He has taken advantage of seasons of desperation. He has employed people who seem trustworthy. He has created circumstances that seem to leave you no other option, and you kept saying no. Maybe not with words, maybe not consciously, but something inside you kept rejecting every offer, kept choosing integrity over relief, kept preferring the difficult path to the corrupt shortcut, kept staying faithful to something you couldn't even name but knew was valuable. That something was your forbidden gift, operating silently, protecting you from sales you would have regretted eternally. Now let me give you the evidence that this has been happening in your life. First evidence you have experienced suspiciously timely offers. Think about moments in your life where just when you were most desperate, a solution appeared that seemed too good, an opportunity that would solve everything. A person offering exactly what you needed, but something didn't feel right. Something inside you doubted, even though your logical mind couldn't find reasons to doubt, and eventually that offer revealed its true nature. It turned out to be something different from what it promised. It had hidden costs. It would have required sacrifices that weren't worth it. Those moments were purchase offers, and your instinctive rejection was your gift protecting you. Second evidence, the wrong people have been attracted to you. Not attracted in the good sense. Attracted in the sense of wanting something from you, of wanting to extract something. Of wanting to associate with you not for who you are, but for what you carry. You have noticed that certain people seem to want to be near you for no apparent reason. They seek you out. They flatter you. They try to earn your trust. And eventually they reveal intentions that aren't pure. This happens because your gift emits a frequency. And that frequency attracts both those who want to learn from you and those who want to take advantage of you. The enemy sends people to make his purchase offers, to convince you to give up what he cannot take. And you have had to learn to discern between genuine admiration and disguised manipulation. Third evidence, you have felt inexplicable protection in critical moments. Situations where logically you should have made the wrong decision, where all the pressure pushed you toward the wrong path, where you had no strength of your own to resist. But something intervened, something stopped you, something changed the circumstances just in time. Something gave you clarity at the exact moment you needed it. This protection is not coincidence. It's response to value of what you carry. Because heaven actively protects those who carry high-value gifts. Not so the gift is preserved unused, but so the right moment for its complete manifestation arrives. Fourth evidence. You have experienced scarcity in areas where others have abundance. This may seem like a contradiction. If you carry something so valuable, why have you had so many lacks? But here is the spiritual truth. Scarcity has been protection, because premature abundance would have been used as another purchase offer. If you had received everything you wanted before you were ready, you would have been more vulnerable to offers that seemed to complete what you lacked. Scarcity kept you hungry for the right things. It prevented you from settling for cheap substitutes. It forced you to seek something real instead of accepting imitations. Scarcity was a form of protection for your gift. Uncomfortable, yes. Painful, absolutely. But effective in keeping you out of reach of offers that would have cost much more than they were worth. Fifth evidence. You feel something big is about to manifest. There is an anticipation inside you that you cannot fully explain. A sensation that everything you have been through has been building towards something, that the rejections of the enemy's offers weren't in vain, that your preserved gift is about to find its purpose. This sensation is spiritual perception. Your soul knows what your mind cannot yet fully comprehend. Something is changing. Something is aligning. Something is preparing to manifest. And everything is connected to the gift you have protected without knowing you were protecting it. Now let me tell you what happens when the devil fails to buy a gift, because this is what is happening in your case. After years of rejected offers, something changes in the enemy's strategy. Not because he gives up, he doesn't give up, but because he recognizes that certain souls aren't going to sell, no matter what he offers. No matter how attractive he makes the exchange, no matter how desperate the situation is, some souls simply aren't for sale, and you are one of them. When this reality is confirmed in spiritual records, when it is documented that a soul has consistently rejected every purchase offer. Something different activates. The focus shifts from acquisition to containment. If they cannot buy you, at least they will try to limit you. If they cannot acquire your gift, at least they will try to prevent you from using it. If they cannot have you on their side, at least they will try to neutralize you. This is the phase you have been in. Attacks designed not to make you sell, but to keep you so busy surviving that you cannot manifest what you carry, constant problems that drain your energy, distractions that consume your attention, situations that keep you in survival mode instead of purpose mode. But here is what the enemy didn't calculate: that the same resistance that made you reject his offers also makes you impossible to contain permanently. That the same gift you protected now protects you, that the purity you preserved in times of corruption now becomes power that cannot be limited. You are entering a new phase. The phase where your gift stops being just something you protect and becomes something you actively use. And the enemy knows it. That is why recent attacks have been more intense. That is why circumstances have been more difficult. That is why you have felt more pressure than ever. It is the last containment attempt before your gift manifests in its fullness. But it is already too late to stop it. What is coming toward you cannot be blocked. The rejections you made, the offers you declined, the exchanges you refused to make, all of that accumulated something, spiritual credit. And that credit is about to become tangible manifestation. Let me explain how this works. In the spiritual economy, every time you reject a corrupt offer, something is deposited in your account. It is not money. It is something more valuable. It is authority. It is influence. It is capacity for impact. Every no you said to the enemy was a yes. You said to purpose. Every rejected offer was an investment in your future. Every resisted temptation was a brick in the building of your destiny. And now that building is almost complete. The pieces are in place. The moment is arriving. What you have protected for so long is about to be revealed to the world, and it will be bigger than you imagine. Because the value of a gift doesn't decrease when it is preserved. It increases. It accumulates interest. It gains potency. Your gift today is worth infinitely more than it was worth when you started protecting it. Because every test you passed added a layer of depth. Every temptation you resisted added a layer of power. Every offer you rejected added a layer of authority. What you are going to manifest is not just the original gift. It is the original gift plus everything you have invested in it through years of protection. Now, let me give you the final instruction. What you need to do with this revelation. First, you need to recognize what you have been doing. You haven't just been surviving, you have been protecting something invaluable. Every day you didn't give in was a victory. Every moment you maintained your integrity was a triumph. Every instant you chose the difficult path over the corrupt shortcut was an investment in your destiny. Stop seeing your story as a series of meaningless struggles. Start seeing it as the successful protection of a treasure worth trillions. Second, you need to prepare for manifestation. What you have protected is ready to be used. But using it requires intention, requires consciousness, requires you to stop just protecting and start projecting. Your gift of remaining pure in corrupt environments isn't just for you. It is to illuminate others. It is to demonstrate that it is possible. It is to give hope to those who believe corruption is inevitable. Start looking for opportunities to be light where there is darkness. Not in a forced way, in a natural way. Simply being who you are in places where who you are is exactly what is needed. Third, you need to be alert to the final offers, because they will come. When the enemy feels he is losing, he makes final offers. Offers more attractive than all the previous ones. Offers designed to make you question if it was really worth rejecting everything before. Don't give in now, not after everything you have protected, not when you are so close to complete manifestation. The next offers will be the most seductive of your life, but they will also be the last. Resist them, and you will have crossed a threshold that can no longer be reversed. Now, let me share with you what was recorded about your case. When a soul consistently rejects the enemy's offers, that is documented. A special note is added to that person's spiritual file. Your note says something you need to hear. It says this soul has demonstrated incorruptibility under extreme conditions. Incorruptibility, not perfection, not absence of mistakes. Incorruptibility, the ability to remain fundamentally intact regardless of circumstances. This classification changes how you are treated by heaven, changes what kind of assignments you receive, changes what level of trust is placed in you, changes how big the doors are that open. Because heaven seeks people it can trust with important treasures, people who aren't going to sell what is entrusted to them when the right offer appears. People who have demonstrated through years of testing that their loyalty is not for sale. You are one of those people, and the assignments coming toward you will reflect that level of trust. Finally, you need to understand the message that was recorded specifically for you. Not a generic message, a message for your specific situation. It says this to you who have protected what was given to you. You have done something few achieve. You kept your essence intact in a world designed to corrupt it. You rejected offers others would have accepted without thinking. You chose temporary pain over permanent corruption. This did not go unnoticed. Every rejection was recorded, every resistance was documented. Every time you chose difficult, but right over easy but wrong, something was added to your account. That account is full now. What is coming toward you is the result of everything you invested. It is not luck. It is not coincidence. It is return on investment. Investment of integrity, investment of purity, investment of resistance. Your forbidden gift will stop being forbidden. It will become your greatest instrument of impact. What the enemy wanted to buy will be exactly what he will most regret not being able to acquire, because you will use it to free others from the same offers you rejected. Walk forward knowing that your value is non-negotiable, that what you carry has no price, that no offer, no matter how attractive it seems, is worth what it would cost you to accept it. You are guardian of a treasure worth trillions, and you have proven yourself worthy of that responsibility if this revelation awakens something deep in your soul, if you recognize that you have been protecting a gift that has no price. And if you confirm your commitment to never sell it, no matter what they offer, write 777 in the comments to seal this declaration in the spiritual realm. For those who want to go deeper into how to activate and consciously manifest this forbidden gift, there is exclusive material in the description and pinned comment that costs less than a pizza and comes with a complete audiobook plus a 5-minute meditation guide as a bonus. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications to receive more revelations about your true identity and the incalculable value of what you carry. Share this video with someone who has also been rejecting offers without knowing the value of what they were protecting. And before you leave, click on the video appearing on your screen right now to discover exactly how your classification of incorruptibility activates the specific assignments heaven is preparing for your next season. Together, we are stronger.